Alright, welcome back, guys. We're on episode 2 of the Overnight Vibes cast. I am joined with my co-host, Dylan.
Hello.
And joining me as a special guest today on this episode is Dauntless, known as Deegan.
Yeah, how's it going, guys? You're not gonna answer.
Well, yeah. Right now we're just chilling, and the first thing I wanted to talk about, is old games, old nostalgia games that you guys have played.
Nice, man. I mean, I started out on the Game Boy, man. Like, honestly, I used to have this little, like, Jimmy Neutron game, and the shit was funny, too. It was like an RPG, almost. It was really weird, but, that was, like, the first game I've ever played, really.
I think it was the Game Boy for me. Probably had to have been because I don't remember playing any other games. Besides, I don't think I played the like N64 or anything like that.
Yeah, I didn't.
And then
Definitely
Dauntless,
my first like gaming console is probably like a DSi, not even a console. So that
Damn, DSi, that's late, man.
that is late.
Oh, yeah, well,
Actually-
he is only a year younger, though.
Well, you mean I probably did use like an old Game Boy for a little bit, but then like my parents were, oh, he likes Pokemon, let's fucking get him into a DSi. Why not?
I think I had a DS right after. Right after a what the fuck was that Game Boy? And then yeah, I think it was the PSP right after the DS.
Yeah. PSP honestly didn't pop off as much as it should have. I feel like it would have been hella innovation. It's kind of like the Switch for a Wii now, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like that could have been PlayStation's thing, but it just didn't pop off.
Oh, okay.
It's honestly kind of sad.
Whenever they came out with the PS Vita, it didn't really. I mean, it looked cool, but it didn't do as well, you know.
Yeah. It really be like that, though.
It really do be like that.
Yeah, and I grew up with PlayStation whenever I was a kid too.
True. What was your first ever PlayStation game you like grinded on?
Crash Racing.
Ah, Crash Bandicoot, man. I had that shit on the Game Boy.
I played the racing game. I played the fuck ton out of that. That was a good series in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Even the Crash Bandicoot.
Honestly,
Aw,
the first game I
man.
ever put like a lot of time into was definitely Destiny.
Oh, damn.
Destiny
He's a
1?
new gamer, my guy.
No. Like on PlayStation though, PS4.
I know.
Like,
Wow.
have you played a PS3 or anything like that?
Honestly, I had like a PS2, but nah, not a PS3.
Did you skip like a
Oh.
generation?
Oh, you know it.
What the heck?
Shit, dog. That's pretty funny, actually. Yeah, I didn't know Wi-Fi existed till I was like 12. It was crazy, man. When I realized
Honestly.
multiplayer existed, fuck. Like, what the fuck is multiplayer, and how are all these YouTubers doing it?
I didn't find out about Wi-Fi connection speeds until my freshman year of high school.
Shit. That's funny, man.
Because that's when
love
I
that.
got my first PS4. It was my graduation gift from 8th grade.
Oh, that's hilarious, honestly. Getting
Yep.
your graduation gift, man.
Yep.
I wish.
Because all my friends had a PS4 whenever I was in 7th, 8th grade. And I still had a PS3, and a couple of other friends had PS3 still.
Damn. So yeah, man, nice fucking upgrade.
Oh, yeah.
You know it.
Yeah, I wish I got mine like that, man. I got mine a little later. But freshman year, I was playing For Honor, so, back into it.
Mm-hmm. Wait, was it my freshman year? Wait, when did I... For Honor came out freshman... It would have been my sophomore year, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. This game's been around for a long time.
Good parry.
Wait, Dauntless,
Yeah,
what'd you do in
let's go.
between the PS2 and the PS4 then? There's like...
Honestly, nothing.
you didn't
I was
own
outside.
any... Oh, shit. He was an actual kid.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Damn, he had a life.
What is that, man? Kids don't do that shit
Nah,
anymore.
dude. My first ever single player game playing was Infamous. Infamous 1. And it wasn't even on my PS3. It was on my uncle's PS3.
I actually really liked Infamous. Like, genuinely, it was such a fucking good game.
Nicky,
It was.
Well, you guys want to win that bad?
I'm just playing, bro.
Just podcasting.
You can't do that.
So,
shit,
so
dude.
mean. Wow.
Nah, we
See how it is.
You gotta vibe.
Alright, I'll do it again.
Y'all anti-gig again.
I'll do it again.
What do you guys think about influencers? Like on
Influencers?
on different social media and all that.
Like
what do
through
you
this
think?
whole virus thing, or what?
Just overall, like, what do you think they actually do on camera? And
I don't
what
really
they...
know, man. I honestly think they're genuinely like normal, really, really fucked up people, just like the rest of us. I imagine half of them smoke pot, curse, say racial slurs. You know, I feel like all of them do that shit.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Like when they're off camera.
Yeah.
I
Because
really feel
everyone
like-
off camera, I'm sorry for interrupting, but everyone off camera is their actual self. They have to
yeah.
put on like a different personality whenever they record.
Yeah, it's just
Which-
because there's so much censorship, man.
Man, that is
Alright,
true.
let's get this.
Maybe this game's too intense for the podcast.
I know, yeah, because we go quiet and we start to concentrate. and
I
shit.
know. Damn.
What's your all-time favorite movies? Like top 5 or like top 3?
Avatar. Avatar with the blue people. Number 1.
Oh,
Number 1.
damn.
That's okay.
All right, you can go next, Nikki. I got a long one.
Fuck. Probably the Transformers series.
Yeah. Straight up, watched my favorite movie of all time the other day. It was this really kind of like fucked up and dark humor movie. It wasn't that humorous though. On Netflix, right? And essentially, what this was this guy. He was just with a camera, and he would record all his thoughts and everything. And his like whole goal or whatever from the beginning, it was kind of like a dark humor thing. Like he was kind of crazy. He was like, "I'm gonna kill myself on camera for a class project," and he joked about it to like teachers and shit, right? And it was honestly fucking crazy, and it would take him through all these, people are saying, don't do it, whatever, and he's going through all these crazy experiences, and there's a lot of, like, weird artwork and, like, camera editing to make it, like, his own thing, and then, like, a bunch of death happens in the movie, and then it gets to the end. It's a really crazy movie. Like, I really recommend watching it. It's called My Suicide. On Netflix. That shit is really good. It's from 2009 when everyone wanted to look like Avril Lavigne, dude. I swear to God, that movie was fire, though.
Sounds interesting.
But yeah, that shit was good.
Damn. I just like the Transformers series because I grew up with it. I mean, more or less everyone did because it just evolved into just a whole bunch of battle scenes and shit. I just like the robot aspect of it.
Oh yeah. Movie-wise, man, there's actually a lot of good shit on Netflix. I had so much hope in Hulu and Disney Plus, but they didn't deliver as well. Feel like Hulu's got really good shows and anime, but Netflix, I gotta give it to for having bomb-ass movies.
That is true.
I agree.
Like, even some of their Netflix originals, really good shit. Maybe next time we should have an actual, like, video recording of For Honor.
What do you mean?
Like, in the background.
Oh, I did that before.
Oh, really? On the podcast?
Like voiceover?
Yeah. Well, while we're just playing.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
Oh, I didn't know if you had just, like, a background or if you actually put your video recording of the game.
Oh, no, I just put my video recording of the game and then put...
Oh,
put the
okay, so
podcast
yeah,
in there,
exactly what we're doing right now.
Yeah, that's what I did last time.
That's chill.
With
All right, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it because I was in it, but...
Oh, no, that's fine.
Yeah, you know.
Wait, would you guys watch...
I thought it went pretty well.
Would you guys watch growing up as, like, kids?
What do you mean? Like, what network specifically, man?
Just TV, just whatever.
Nice, man. I mean, honestly, when I was, like, pretty little or whatever, I grew up on really old Disney Channel, man. Like, Zack and Cody shit.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Fucking Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Not on deck. That shit was not as good.
I thought it was going to be good.
The original hotel one, man. That shit was insane. And I went to Disney for a lot of things, man. You know, eventually there was like Kicking It. I think there was Good Luck Charlie on there. There was
Austin and Ally.
Austin
and Ally
slapped so hard.
Yeah.
Ally was fucking cute as shit.
Dude.
I'll tell you what, man.
Everyone wanted Austin and Ally to get together
man.
for like the longest.
I know. Fuck, man, that shit hit me. And then as I grew older, I actually went to okay, you know what? Actually, before the Disney days, maybe when I was 4 years old, I would watch shit like the Boondocks and stuff at like 4 in the morning when I'd get up for some reason, and Adult Swim would still be on. I watched shit like the Boondocks. Fucking eventually there was Black Jesus. That shit was weird. Robot Chicken, man.
Yeah, Robot Chicken. I heard it was
all the good shit.
Really good whenever I was growing up.
Robot Chicken's like an acid trip of somebody's dream with dolls. But
Yeah.
pretty much, man.
Regular show
yes.
freaking slapped.
Went from
did its
Adult
job.
Swim to Cartoon Network in general, and it was really good. I really enjoyed my childhood, especially that I just started with the older people stuff. I don't know.
Everything hits
Kind of
differently.
made me appreciate stuff more. In
Yeah.
a weird way.
It does. What about
I'm
you?
doing absolute poop.
What
It is
about you,
hard to
Dauntless?
talk like this. Me, honestly, SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. Well, I mean, SpongeBob's a classic. Everyone.
Okay, but like,
everyone
let's
watched
be
it.
real here. Like, what network are you talking?
Like Nickelodeon and all that shit.
Honestly, that's tough. I watched a lot, but Austin and Ally, I gotta agree with you on that one.
It-
Austin
Oh
was-
fuck, man. I want to watch that shit again, low-key, and I'm
it
fucking
went-
17 years old.
It went Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, and then Cartoon Network. No, actually no.
Yeah.
Cartoon Network, Disney Channel, then Nickelodeon because I watched Nickelodeon.
Mine
like,
went
the least.
Adult Swim, Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever watch that show where it was like the dog that talked, and it was like
Dog with the Blog, bro.
Oh,
Dog with the Blog.
I remember that
yeah,
show.
we did that shit.
Hell yeah,
was
I
awesome.
That
remember.
was on Disney Channel.
It was on
Yeah.
Disney Channel. Yeah, Dog with the Blog.
I remember that one.
I miss that show. Not gonna lie.
Oh man, that shit was actually
I just
pretty
miss watching
good. I heard
TV
the
just
dog died,
sitting-
dog.
The dog died. What?
The dog died from Dog with the Blog.
Damn.
Damn.
Was his name like Stan or something?
I don't remember.
what was
man.
his
It's been
name,
so
dude?
long.
I remember, but it. Oh.
What was the dog's name from Dog with the Blog?
It was probably something like that. He had a name. I knew that. And then I forgot who was in it, but I just remember watching that dog.
Where? It doesn't even say.
Just sitting on
Good
the
Luck
couch.
Charlie was fire too, man. Remember
Good-
when they found out they were having
Yeah,
another
Stan.
baby, bro?
Oh, I remember
It
that.
was like that Christmas special or whatever. Fuck,
Yeah.
bro.
I remember
Oh
that.
my god, that shit hit different.
hmm
Truly.
Teen Titans Go was terrible in my opinion.
Oh yeah, no, Teen Titans Go was fucking horrible. Did y'all watch the original?
Oh fuck yeah!
Oh my god, that shit hit different. It really did.
Teen Titans was like it was an anime, but in Cartoon like Network.
Oh fuck yeah, that's honestly what it felt like. And I'll tell you what, the one memory that I remember from that is the first time that fucking Robin got kissed, bruh. That shit hit different.
Whole romance
When
right there, dude.
the fucking Star Girl finally kissed him, bro.
Starfire?
That shit was fucking mental. I remember that so well.
hmm
And then another one was fucking. I would wake up at 7 a.m. every day, or no, I'd wake up at like 6:30 in the morning, because right before kindergarten, every single day for the whole year, they would play a rerun in like order. Like they would play the next episode every day at 7 a.m.
Oh wow.
of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh no, they would. They would. I remember
during
watching it.
kindergarten.
Yep.
Because they do it every morning, and they would
Think
do
about
it
Y'all
in like
watched that
crazy
on the same
shit,
time.
dude.
You guys are
Yeah,
sitting
I
in your own houses
know.
watching it.
That's fucking mental. And
Yeah.
dude, I remember my favorite episode because I thought the concept was so cool. You know how there's fucking water benders or whatever? Well, there's blood in water, right? And they had a whole episode where there were blood benders.
I
And they could
remember that.
control human beings,
I
bro.
remember that.
That shit was so crazy.
It was. I was
Like, fuck.
blood bending. Are they gonna show blood? But they. I don't think they did.
No, I I thought they showed blood. I mean, honestly, it was kind of more of a crude cartoon, dude. It was crazy, man.
Yeah, it was still good though. If it was an anime, oh my god. It would have been. It
I
would have been
mean,
so much
it
better.
was practically an American type anime at the time. You know,
Oh, no,
I
it
think
was.
that personally.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
like it was.
man, that
Too.
show slapped. We watched
It
it at the
did.
same time, probably same year, dude.
Freaking.
Fuck.
Was it? My mom bought. Was it 4 seasons or 3? Or 4? No, it was 4, right? Because they had all
Oh,
4
what?
elements, right? Of
Yeah.
of all the episodes. I think. Yeah, there was 4, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I think my mom bought all 4 seasons. We just watched it. I probably rewatched the whole series, but 2 to 4 times to be honest. It was
That's
just,
fucking insane.
it
I
was
need
just,
to watch
just
it
that
again.
good. But all of us watched it though at the same time, mainly when I was growing up.
That's honestly the craziest part about all this is that we literally watched it
Yeah,
at the
that is-
same exact time and the same day, probably.
television just takes over.
Oh yeah, and I feel like old television was so much better, no question. If I could go back to no streaming services and have cable for the rest of my life, I would have been okay with that. To be quite honest with you,
I agree with
Honestly,
that.
it was
It
just
was-
the vibe. I mean, I know I get a lot of good movies and stuff, but it doesn't mean as much.
it was so much
You
more
know?
pure.
These are facts. Like it doesn't mean anything now. I can just get whatever fucking movie I want.
Pretty much. Oh,
It's fucking insane, dude.
it really is.
Wow.
But what I want to find out one day is who invented lo-fi.
Honestly, I think it was like an Asian thing. I have a
Jeez.
feeling. No, I have a feeling because like there's like a lot of Japanese culture around like certain music, and I feel like lo-fi is one of them. I don't know.
I mean, it hits differently at past midnight or just any time, to be honest.
Or it's either that or it's like a separate genre from electronic. But I don't know a lot about like the EDM and stuff like that.
Yeah, I
so
don't-
I'm not.
I don't really listen to that.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't know. Out of all the music that we listen to as musicians, like you would think we know
Oh yeah.
almost everything, but
Yeah, it's kind of insane. You know, I've been playing music for fucking years, but I really focus on the rock and metal side of things.
yeah,
I mean, I've wrote some rap beats, but I don't really mess with it as much.
yeah.
I've been a metal musician for a really very very long time. Of a vocalist and a bass player for a band
yeah.
called Deadweight, and we cover a lot of shit. It's a lot of rock and metal stuff. Mostly metal though.
Metal's like that demonic screaming, right?
Yeah,
You do
I
that?
can do that shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nikki's fucking heard me do inhales, man. It's wild.
Yeah. I like jazz personally. If I were to play an instrument,
Oh,
Is jazz or
jazz is awesome.
like or cinematic.
Yeah,
Music.
honestly.
Just the epic
For
music, I
fucking
love that.
jazz, man, I like it when they add lo-fi into jazz. Like
it the
kinda
slow-
like an
the slow type
electronic
of
feel
beat?
to jazz?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's honestly a really nice thing to listen to sometimes. It's just really, I don't know. It's really pure, and you can tell there's like a lot of thought behind it, even though it's a really simple thing to do. Like a lot of jazz, for some people, believe it or not, unless it's like bebop, is very, very like easy, low-key rhythms with some nice maybe trumpet or saxophone melody. It's like it's insane to think about. Like bebop is obviously going to be one of those like harder like jazz genres, but I feel like
yeah.
in the bare bones of it, it can be extremely simple, but there's so much expression behind it.
Like 5 people or less can make an amazing song, an amazing jazz song.
Oh hell yeah! Fucking
Definitely.
3 people, dude. I swear.
Yeah.
I have a friend that's in a 3-piece band, and I can actually probably find a picture of this. I'm pretty sure he's the drummer. I know that for a fact. And then he has a hold up.
You can go on Nikki's team, Glimmer.
He has a buddy playing piano, and he has a buddy. Oh, you know what? No, it's him on drums, jazz. His buddy on upright bass, and his friend on trumpet. Here's a little snippet of it.
Oh damn.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, and they literally just find an abandoned building in like New York or some shit,
Yeah.
and they just go for it. They just do that.
Yeah, dude.
I think it's fucking insane, honestly.
Yeah. Just making up music or just doing covers of songs. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and all that.
With jazz, man, it's usually like taking somebody else's thing and then just like, I don't know.
I mean,
They kind of make it their own.
my band director told me that jazz, almost everyone copies each other and then makes it differently.
Oh yeah. Almost. Look, there's a lot of parts of jazz that sound the exact same, but there's like maybe a different chord. Maybe it's in a minor key. Maybe there's a certain sharp in there that just makes it somebody's own song, and that's just how jazz works. It can make
Pretty
you
much.
feel different things, man.
Yeah. Just using different sounds and just making it
Oh,
different
yeah.
will make it more pure and all that.
No, I'm not that crazy of a jazz musician, you know. I do a lot of stuff on drums and trombone, but I wish I kind of did more upright bass and piano. I mean, I could do upright bass. I just can't do it for very long because my finger strength is still not good enough, because that's probably got the most finger strength out of any instrument, period. It's insane.
What about you, Dauntless?
Honestly, like for like genres that we like.
Yeah. What do you prefer to listen to?
Honestly, I like electronic music. That stuff's pretty cool.
Like
But,
EDM?
you know yeah, true. You know when you're with your friends and you're just like, they always play rap, and then you go home and then you listen to like hip hop, like random stuff. That's what I do, honestly.
Oh, like Black Eyed Peas, shit like that. Dude, their shit's actually still good.
I meant to cancel.
I agree with you on that.
Like just some nice hip hop.
Yeah, I haven't listened to Black Eyed Peas in so long.
You wouldn't think there's good shit, but they just make good shit. It's a lot of samples, but I think it's honestly pretty noteworthy stuff that they do
Yeah.
compared to a lot of bands, you know.
I gotta sit up.
You gotta sit up for the. I'm literally
Gotta
just
sit
chilling
up for
for
this. I've been vibing, and I still whooped his ass with Zanu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. No.
That when I sat up so fast, my mic came unplugged.
And do I want to make this a reoccurring segment?
Oh, what do you mean?
The one-
How many girlfriends?
Yeah.
Sure,
how
man.
many girlfriends have you had, Dauntless? There is.
I mean, like,
yeah, it'll be a small
Did y'all
reoccurring
ever
segment.
fool around? Y'all fooled around in like elementary school, you know, that little kitty stuff.
No,
like,
no,
oh,
no,
you're-
no, no.
No, no,
Doesn't
no,
count,
high
man.
school.
Yeah,
high
exactly.
School.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like I'm
Counting
not
high
gonna
school.
count those silly ones. Honestly, I'd say 3 real ones.
Ah, okay.
Three real ones, but in total, like.
In
No.
total, I don't know. Like elementary, we don't count that.
Oh,
Yeah,
three.
he just means high
so
school,
three.
bro.
So three. Oh, three. Oh, okay, okay.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, and then I think
Going on
we,
the 4th
we,
right now.
Oh shit. And then we each told like what happened to all of them. If you want to, like, if it's up to you if you want to talk about some of them.
Like
but,
what
you know.
happened to like the past ones?
Yeah, yeah. If you want to, only if you want
Alright.
to.
Honestly, like I mean, they're not bad.
Oh, okay.
Like my last one, honestly, she kind of cheated on me, to be honest.
Ooh,
I had a
Alright,
friend who got
man.
cheated on. Yeah,
I know, yeah.
that's not
That's-
good, my man.
that's
Found
tough.
it the hard way, right? Her friends told me. I was like, well, I guess there's worse ways than that. Like showing up and then being there, but like no,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Shit, man.
Ooh, that's hard,
Yeah,
bro.
but the best part is, after it happened, I was like, because you know sometimes if you break up with someone, you have to like deal with it and see them sometimes, like in public, right?
Yeah.
She moved to Nashville, Tennessee. So she moved out of the country.
Oh
'Cause I'm
Shit,
in
I
Canada,
want to
right?
go to Nashville,
Yeah.
Tennessee. That's actually where one of my top places to move, because I like music, so Music City is my shit, you know.
What was your favorite? I guess letter of the first name. Like, what was the most common one?
Ah, yeah.
For the-
Did you
for
have
the
a certain
name of
letter
your ex.
you dated? Mine was
Yeah.
A's. Dated a lot of A girls.
Dauntless.
Me? Probably B.
B.
Ah, B.
Yeah, those are dangerous ones though.
Yeah, B
Yeah,
for
my-
bitches.
Mine was C.
C.
Ooh.
That's cool.
Yeah, mine was most common.
Oh man, we got ABC in this bitch. Okay.
Oh, you I just realized.
Shit, because mine's
Didn't even
fucking
notice.
A. First 3 we the alphabet gang when it comes to girls, you know.
Damn, I barely realized that. Damn,
That shit's kind of crazy, honestly.
that is
Wasn't
crazy.
planned at all.
Yeah, I promise you this wasn't planned. For the viewers
It's pretty-
watching.
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah,
listening.
definitely. Because you know exactly what Dauntless likes in girls, you know. He like, damn, you know, the letter B. That's what Dauntless likes. He already knew.
That's really gets me off. Oh.
And his name starts with the His name starts with the D.
I feel like everybody goes with a certain letter. I feel like it's a vibe. I don't know what's up with it, but
Each letter has its own vibe, and each person vibes with that letter.
dude, honestly, man, I feel like D's with women, they're the crazy ones. I feel like A's can be crazy too. Maybe that's why I like them.
It's like the C's or D's.
Mm.
Probably. Well, that's just me.
Yeah, that's facts. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like the unloyal girls are in like the C category sometimes.
Probably.
Oh, B.
B? Actually, no. I don't. They all have their flaws, and
oh yeah, every one of them has their flaws.
yeah, and their not strengths. What are they? Positives.
Perks, yeah.
Perks, yeah.
Pros and cons.
I couldn't find words, you know. I've not been in school for 3 weeks, so.
These are facts. This fucking virus, man. It's crazy.
Speaking of about girls, me and Dylan have this app called Yubo, and
That's great.
I always talk about it with Dauntless, just messing around with him. He's like, "Why are you swiping?" And whenever I jokingly talk about you know, I'm swiping, you know. Well, it's basically an app for teenagers, and it's like it's Tinder for teenagers, pretty much. So.
Yeah, it's pretty great actually.
And the best part is, half the people you're swiping on are grown men. That's the best part.
No.
Jessica? Jessica is 40-year-old man named Gus.
with the app, you can make it to where you see you can prefer to show females and the ages between 15 and
it's all fake
whatever
profiles, my boy.
Nah, because they hit you up on Snap after. That's the point of the app, my guy.
Yes.
I mean, now I'm starting to see more profiles that people are going on there more just to talk to people, just to socialize, because we're inside all day.
True.
Yeah. Might as well.
Ever since the virus,
it's causing us to do this.
Yeah, people are just trying to find friends. Yeah.
Like ever since the virus, right?
Yeah,
I'm seeing it in their bios. I'm like,
I'm kind of bored though. I mean, we're doing podcasts right now, but I could be out killing zombies right now. So I was hoping this apocalypse would be a bit different.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I'd be killing zombies, you know. It'd be pretty nice.
Yeah. And then socializing has become different
Obsolete.
now, pretty much.
We do it through mics now.
Y'all still doing random heroes?
How do you, whenever you first meet someone new, like what's your go-to saying? Or if you were meeting someone,
what do you mean?
like if you're meeting a girl for the first time, like what's the
first thing you notice about them?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, my thing is you know, I mean, I don't
like
say go for, you know, I don't necessarily go for looks as a whole, but I feel like how someone carries themselves, and honestly, everyone goes, you know, everyone's like ass, boobs, you know, that shit. I'm a face guy, you know? Like,
Facts.
I feel like someone has to carry their own smile, you know, in the weirdest way, you know? I just don't like it when someone just looks down all the time, you know? It's just the way they look at things. It's kind of weird. But that's kind of what I look for.
I look for personality, mainly. What their energy is towards me.
Yeah, true.
If they can match mine, if they're interested, if they're, you know, I try to pick that out. But you know, I just want to see if, you know, they're an interesting person, if they can match, you know, what I'm talking about, what, you know, good responses and all. Connection. That's what I mainly look for. And as long if I see that, then okay, yeah, this is a good person that I've met. What about you, Dauntless? Like how
honestly, it might sound weird, but like,
how did you meet your girlfriend, the one that you have right now?
A party.
Ah, nice. He said that like a little kid.
Nothing wrong with that.
I was like, it's just a fun way, right?
What kind of party was it? You know, a friendly gathering?
No, like it was actually a Halloween party. So everyone was like,
yeah,
it was in my buddy's barn. Like he decked it all out. Like,
oh, that sounds lit.
Everything all crazy.
Oh fuck yeah,
that
sounds awesome.
There was like 70 people, so it was kind of crowded. But
Yeah, just describe your night.
Why?
Cuddled
I
me
guess.
close, you know. Well, I showed up and I left with a girlfriend.
Oh, that's
Don't remember the rest.
hilarious, dude.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
No. I just
Wait,
that's where I met her, and then from there it just kind of kicked off. Got her digits, you know.
got her
like-
snap dog? Yeah,
You know
that's
it.
what's up.
Yep, and that's how
That's
we
how
did
you
it.
do it.
Yeah. But like one thing I look for definitely is a smile. She's gotta have a
Oh,
nice
damn, dude. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. It's how they look at things, and like, I feel like eyes and smile really, really go together, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it has to match up, you know? Tell when
Agreed.
somebody's got a fake smile just by how they look.
Y'all have any stories?
Oh, baby. Let me talk about this party I had about a week and a half ago. Alright, boys. So, this was a real party. We have college parties pretty much. Let's just say, we're trying to cheer up a friend. You know, it was their birthday or whatever, and it was chill. So, we start making food and everything's going well. We make a really nice, cool dinner. We make macaron cookies. Those shits were fire. And then it was time to go outside for a fire.
Oh.
Now, me and my buddy Mitchell, we've been drinking a little bit already, right? It's been
Okay.
chill. We've been just doing a little bit. It was nice. We get to the fire, and we play a lot of songs on guitar. You know, all of my buddies play guitar. I do vocals. It was chill. I had an acoustic bass as well. We're sitting out there, and one of our buddy goes, I'm going to go inside and make some lemonade. We were like, cool. We didn't really think about it much. Lemonade.
Okay.
It's going well. Comes outside. And right before we start pouring cups, my buddy goes, wait a minute. Because we've been sipping on some vodka the whole time. We got that bottle of vodka, and we poured a shit ton into our cups multiple times throughout that fire.
Holy
It was
shit.
a metric shit ton of vodka, enough to kill somebody. It was insane for each of
Boost
us.
tranquilizers.
For
During that shit, fucking, my buddy comes up, he's like, yo, guys, I've got some weed.
Oh my god.
And we were like, okay, it can't be that bad, because it was his honest first time. So I was
Oh.
like, his shit can't be that good, right? You know, it's not going to be that crazy. He gets the shit. I start feeling this shit immediately, and I am a seasoned pot smoker, right?
Yeah.
So I do a lot. And this shit was strong as fuck. I felt like garbage, dude. So what happens is we're sitting there for a minute. About 30 minutes goes by. And our buddy Lucian is sitting there, and he just looks dead as fuck.
Oh my god.
Like, he is quiet, bro. He just doesn't look like he's having a good time. So, this man pukes everywhere. He
Oh
just
my
starts
God.
throwing up. It was dead silent outside. He just starts vomiting everywhere.
Jesus.
All over himself, all over the patio, everywhere, dude. And then he just sits there and goes, I'm sorry. And he fucking drops his phone in it.
Oh, that's
He
like the
fucking
worst fucking
drops
part.
his phone in his goddamn vomit.
That's disgusting.
That's disgusting.
We end up going
Unfortunate.
inside, right?
Yeah.
I actually have to lay down at this point because I smoked and drank a little bit more after that because I'm stupid as fuck. This is actually the most crossed I've ever been in my entire life.
So you're
But I was
just
doing
laying
it
there
'cause
like a dead body.
I don't usually do it with my good dead friend, with my good best friends.
Yeah.
And so I did a little over the top because I wanted to show off. You know, I usually do. I'm a really good smoker. I drink a lot, which is okay because I party. But essentially, I go and lay down on my mattress, right?
Mhm.
I close my eyes. I see a shit ton of colors. I didn't think you could trip from weed and vodka.
Oh my
but
God.
motherfucker, closed my eyes, saw a lot of colors. And the craziest part was, I was sitting there, it felt like my fucking brain was melting. I swear to God, dude.
Jeez, that sounds like a
Like,
freaking trip.
It was horrible, dude. Honestly. It was really bad. It was not a fun time. And my buddies are sitting in this room getting fucking murdered by themselves, dude. They're spilling drinks everywhere.
Oh my god.
They're Oh my god. I don't even remember a lot of it, man. We wake up the next morning, and my one buddy, Moose, who had mentioned a little
Moose.
bit, we were
Yeah.
drinking. His name's Mitchell, actually, but we call him
cool.
Moose.
Big
But
guy.
pretty much, no, he's actually pretty skinny. I'm the biggest out of the group. But pretty much with this guy, we wake up in the morning, he is still fucking high
Oh my god.
and drunk. He turns out never went to sleep, and it's 11 a.m. the next day.
What the hell?
And the only reason why he was drunk and high is because he kept staying awake, so it never went away. He never slept it off. I fucking wake up in a pool of my own vomit. That shit was not fun.
Yeah.
Not a pool, but like it was next to me.
Oh
But-
shit.
Yeah, pretty much, man. That night was insane. One more story from that night, actually. You know the guy that dropped his phone in it, right?
Yeah.
Dropped his phone in his own puke. He got the most like he was a really lightweight and he did too much. So this guy's running around in his underwear that night, fucking like a little 5-year-old. Like he actually thinks he's a kid. It's fucking wild.
Jesus.
So that shit was scary as fuck. We thought we were gonna have to take his ass to the ER.
At that point, fuck, dude.
Yeah, man, it was wild. That's all I have from that night. It was fucking mental.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I haven't done anything like that. I don't think me or Dauntless have done anything like that. Well, no, Dauntless
Yeah,
drink. No, he's drinking.
Drinking,
before.
but like not a. Oh, Nikki,
Nah.
you've seen me like that.
Yeah, you were drunk.
I'm
You-
actually
you're-
pretty high right now, if y'all haven't already noticed
told
by
me.
my slurred speech. Yeah, I know. But I meant the podcast listeners.
Oh,
A little
yeah.
bit of a slurred speech there. Just letting y'all know that's why.
I mean, but everyone
Not
nowadays,
actually
as
dumb.
you get older, you're gonna have one of those friends. You're always gonna have one or 4 or 5 friends who are gonna be, potheads. So I mean,
Yep.
and
And there's nothing wrong with us.
but if you have an
We just
addiction,
like to
we
party,
got a
man.
problem.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's more.
It's just if you're doing it like for fun, not doing it every single freaking day and having like a
Yeah,
high
that's
ass
me.
tolerance
That's
level.
me. That's me.
But yeah, doing it for fun, having fun with people. I mean, I don't really see a problem with that. But I mean, yeah, if you do it,
It's when you get a
constantly,
dependence on something. Certain
Yeah.
things you can't really get like addicted to, but it's when you get a dependence on them.
yeah,
Like weed, I used to use for anxiety,
yeah,
but it can be only used whenever I get anxious. I could use it all the time. It's like you could genuinely get a dependence on something.
Deegan, what last time you
Neck
drank? What was that occasion for? You and Logan were drinking.
Logan, literally, his sister came back from Cuba and she brought him some like good whiskey.
Holy
So-
shit! From
He
Cuba.
took it over there.
Yeah, he brought it over here, and then we went a little bit crazy.
Yeah, I know. Dauntless is a lightweight.
No,
Oh
no.
shit! I think he is. If he says he's not, he probably is.
Yeah.
Nah, no. You know who's a lightweight, and you would never think this guy's a
Oh.
lightweight. Trap Lord Vader,
Mike?
known as Mike. Yeah.
Yep.
I was in one of his streams once, and he drank 3 Coronas. That's it, or 3. It was like probably less than 4. And he was
Mexican
already
beer, man. That shit's wild.
he was already slurring his words, getting hammered and shit. I'm like, but yeah, I think he chugged a 5th one, or like he chugged 1. I knew that, but yeah, he kind of went hard. It was funny. People who don't fucking. Do
I know
all that.
Nikki's more of a sober guy, right?
I've been sober since day 1. Since I was born.
Yeah, you haven't even drank yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, man.
I haven't done anything. I'm the cleanest one of my family, actually.
That's cool. That's cool, man.
Everyone has smoked. Everyone has drank. I'm
Damn.
cleanest one.
You're clean as fuck, Nikki. Gamer.
That's why one of my friends asked me, it's like, hey, yo, if I need to get drug tested, can you piss like in a cup for me? I'm like, alright.
Oh no, did you do that shit?
Good thing he didn't get drug tested, so I didn't have to do that. But I mean, I was willing to do that. I mean, he's one of my best friends I've known since elementary school.
Shit,
So I mean,
dog. Yeah, that's something you gotta do, man.
fucking, what do y'all think about depression?
Oh.
It's one question that I've always had about people for a long
What do you
time.
mean?
Like, do they
Like,
actually have it,
how
or
we
do they just want
experience it?
attention?
Okay, look.
Like the bridge between
So-
it. Just
I genuinely, so I wouldn't call it complete depression, but what's up with me is, sometimes you're kind of looking towards the future too much and only being focused on that. And honestly, if you're not in the place with a silver spoon in your mouth in life, you will probably be scared when you think about your future a lot, If you don't know what's to come, it kind of fucks with you, man. Like, some nights you're just fucking sitting there thinking, man, what am I going to do about this? How am I going to fuck this up? It's like, what am I going to do when I have kids, That shit's, like, genuine. Like, it's kind of insane how it happens. It just, like, dawns on you sometimes, and it feels so surreal to think about.
It messes with your head, huh?
Yeah, like, genuinely.
I mean,
It just fucks with you.
my sophomore year was probably like the most saddest year of my life.
Damn.
Freaking, I don't want to go into full detail, but every day I was just, I think it was during the summer, I think it was, or just during every single break that we had, or like almost like every weekend, I would just lay there in bed all day and stay in one room. I was living at my grandma's at the time, so I had my own room. So, yeah, every night I would just lay there and play For Honor just by myself or whatever. I didn't really socialize with anyone really.
Yeah.
And I was just listening to just sad music. I mean,
Damn.
and I wasn't really in the mood for all this hard, like cool music and all
not
that.
being in the mood for things is kind of one of them.
Yeah. What about you, Dauntless? Have you anything like that?
Yeah, you feel it the odd time, but the goal is to not let it get to your head too much, which is hard, but
Yeah.
I think I just try my best,
You just kind of have to know other people love you, man, and like genuinely care about you. It helps.
Yep.
Actually, we should talk about fake people.
Ooh, what do you mean?
Like, I always see on girls' stories, mostly girls for some reason. A lot of them there's like fake people that that they're friends with, and then the next day, they're not friends with them, and I guess they did something.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like they're fake towards
Kind
them.
of see that a lot.
And nowadays, I see it. It's common for me to see. I'm just wondering.
I feel like people act online very different.
Yeah.
Not really gamers. I mean, you guys hang out all the time. I can be real with y'all.
We talk shit to each other. We talk about whatever. We can.
But
yeah.
It's kind of like the people you want to impress online. You can definitely get fake too. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's weird, but happens a lot.
It does. Happens a lot, and people on social media just have the power to do whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you can control your... I don't understand people who have to take breaks and stuff from social media. I get it, but at the same time, you can very well limit your social media presence.
You can
limit
people,
how much you look at.
So much.
You can limit what you post. You can limit how you act. It's just like, I feel like some people don't understand they have the power to do that and that they can be an individual person. So they start being fake in order to impress other people,
Yeah. I see people taking breaks all the time. I'm like, no, you really don't need a break. You're doing it to yourself. You're not really, excuse me. You're not doing anything for yourself, really.
Yeah.
You're gonna come back with probably the same, fucking mentality of like, oh shit, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. No, just do whatever you want. It's not really, you know. But people are people. People will do whatever the fuck they want, I guess.
I know.
And then I saw freaking on an Instagram post, it said, oh, boys, whenever they talk to each other, they talk shit to each other, and then girls behind each other's backs, they talk shit, but not in front of them,
Oh, yeah. So essentially how it is like, guys show love to each other by fucking with each other and shit. And messing around, and they just kind of show hate, like almost a dislike, as if like they kind of like them or whatever. Girls, it says, is kind of like the opposite, They're really nice to each other and everything, and that usually means they just... The real ones, talk shit towards each other, mess around, prank each other, fuck around. It's just kind of how you know you have that trust where you could do that. I mean, unless you blatantly hate something, but someone... But that's kind of rare.
What about the Instagram community?
For For Honor?
Uh, hmm. Do you really want to talk about that?
I mean, if it's up to you guys.
We could, I think it'd be safer not to, honestly.
Yeah,
Alright.
I don't want to trigger people because you'd be like, oh, people will take one person's side while the others will take one person's side, and then
Yeah,
people have their
drama. You don't want to bring
opinions.
that
People will
up.
be toxic, and then I'm like, you're being toxic for no reason, and then you're da 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 da. Yeah,
Yep.
you know,
Endless cycle.
pretty much. I'm like, people are doing it for no reason. I'm like, why? You know,
Yeah, just starting shit in communities for attention, man.
honestly, I'm really curious onto why people do it, and it's always a stupid reasoning. It's like, oh, I just want to do it, you know? I feel like gamers talk shit the most.
Oh yeah.
I can agree with that.
There's just so many things you could say. Like
Yeah,
even
I
even
mean,
in
it's
real
all
life,
mine.
even in real life, when I'm talking to my friends, I feel like I cuss a lot. And then on here, I
Yeah.
still cuss the same amount on here as well, or even more. I'm just like, oh my god,
Yeah.
transfers into my own personal life.
I know, it gets a little crazy sometimes.
Wait, Dallas, do you have any questions about me? Ever since you've met me?
Honestly, I mean, I know quite a bit about you, but like, I don't know. It's just there's a certain boundary you can't cross, like strangers in a way. Like, I don't know. Depends how close you want to get with a person. Oh, that was laggy.
That is true.
Ooh, what is your ping?
I have no idea. It's been spiking this whole time.
It's okay,
Yeah.
but like, nah, not too much, man. I've gotten to know you quite well.
No, you don't. You don't know me.
I don't
I've
know
gotten
you.
to know Nikki pretty well.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
At least I feel like.
Oh wait, Dallas, what's the best memory you've had?
You're talking about like online, or, like,
Just
real
something you
life?
won't ever forget. That'll last for until you die.
I mean, I made a really good grilled cheese yesterday, so
Fuck
I'm
man.
like, bro, I'm like on a personal level.
who's Prince Flame? You just added me to a friends group. Is Prince Flame in the clan?
I don't know, but no,
I don't know, man.
like
Oh, yeah.
something you won't ever forget.
That's tough. I mean, I guess
like
it's
a
like
lesson or something.
definitely okay. Well, if we're gonna get like all philosophical like that, I don't know. I
Yeah,
was gonna
dude.
say parents took me to like Canada's Wonderland. You know,
Oh, that's pretty
that'll stick
cool.
with me forever. It's probably like it's like Darien Lake. You guys ever gone there? It's in
Nah.
the States.
Wait, what is it called?
I've been go. It's called Darien Lake.
Darien Lake. I don't think I've heard of that before.
Yeah, it's pretty close
I
to the
haven't
border
either.
with Canada. So it's pretty north.
That's probably why.
To be honest, dude, I have
I'm
not
very
gone
sorry.
out of state at all in my life.
I'm North Carolina, man. I've only gone East Coast, but not like too far up north.
Okay, yeah, but
Probably
like
up to Virginia.
definitely favorite like memory or like something I'll remember forever is like at Canada's Wonderland. They have a roller coaster called the Leviathan. I believe it's like the second biggest in the world.
Oh
I was
shit.
Damn.
I was like 10 and I got strapped in and I was going with my parents and my dad was like, "This is gonna be so much fun." And I'm like, "No, it's not." I was freaking out. And then I told the lady because you know like they always like you sit down, you put the
Yeah.
seatbelt on, and then the person walks by and like checks it to make sure you're
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm doing that, and then this lady walks over. She like adjusts it. She's like, "Your seatbelt is a little bit loose, to be honest." And I was like, "That's scary." And then I was like, "I'm gonna pee myself. You're gonna have to clean this up after." And she's like, "That's so gross." I was like, I was losing my mind. Got to the top, went down. Literally, I think I passed out for like a solid 5 seconds.
I thought he was gonna be like, yeah, and then I realized it was really not that bad.
No, I passed out.
But like, no, but then the best part is I got off it and I was like, that was awesome. And then I got right back in line and it was awesome after that. It was just like,
man.
so here we take the philosophical part.
So
Don't be scared to do something because you might
I
enjoy
think-
it a lot.
These are facts.
I have a whole story. Last summer, last summer, junior year, going into my senior year, I went to Six Flags or Magic Mountain. I don't know if you. I'm pretty sure, Dylan, you know that. You've heard of that, right?
Yeah.
Six Flags, I've heard of that too.
Yeah. I went there the first time. My friend bought me a ticket. It was our first actual friend trip we took together without no parents.
That's awesome.
And my my mom didn't know that I went by myself with my friends. I told her, "Oh yeah, my friend's mom's going," and then she was like, "All right." And then we get there. The first ride I went on was Scream, and I was tired. It opened like at 8 a.m., 8 or 10, yeah, somewhere around there. And then as I'm going on there, I get strapped in. It's the first ride. I think it's not gonna be that bad.
Yeah.
My friend said it was a warm up, so I was like, okay. I
Okay.
get on there and I'm like, I'm already screaming. But I was vibing with it, like right away, and it wasn't like
Shit.
your average roller coaster. It was like a quick little warm up for me. I gotta admit, but it was pretty scary. And then the second ride I go on is Goliath, the like 250-foot drop roller coaster. So, yeah, and then freaking I went on Batman, which I really enjoyed. I think that was the only ride
I've
I
seen
actually.
that ride, actually.
Batman was the only one I actually enjoyed. The rest, oh my god, it put me through. I was screaming my heart out. This is the loudest you'll ever hear me
I'm not a
scream.
huge roller coaster guy, but honestly, I like really fast ones, not really big drops. I'm not a big drop guy.
I mean, there was
But
one
if
that
it's
went
like a
like
lot of
70 to 80
medium
miles an hour, and I was on my back, and it was going backwards.
Oh fuck, that was the Batman, right?
No, it's not. That one doesn't go
Shit,
backwards. It was
there's one
it's a
kinda
X2.
like
X2, that's what it was called.
Okay.
And I was sitting next to my friend because it's a two-seater, and then it'd be like a next row of two. And then he was just laughing the whole time because I was just screaming. But I mean, the experience was fun. I had fun.
Oh yeah.
Even though
I'm
it
sure
was my
it
first time
sounds
going
like
on each of those rides, and I was terrified, well, not terrified. I was nervous. And the nervous that I got was the same feeling I had my freshman year performing in front of a crowd for my first field show. That's the most nervous I was like in my life in a long time. But it was fun. I went on like seven rides, like all the big ones, but not like Green Lantern or what was it, the Riddler or anything like that. But yeah, went on X2. The Viper. The Viper has a double loop in a row, so that kind of killed me for a second. I started blacking
The
out.
Viper's like my favorite roller coaster ever. They have that during like.
I like
Yeah.
the Hulk at fucking Universal.
I've actually never been. I've been in Universal Walk, like the free thing you can like walk.
Yeah,
like,
City
through.
Walk. It's
Yeah.
honestly probably one of the best parts. Yo, genuinely though, that was actually what I was gonna mention for my memory. I'll never forget is that
Oh!
whole park. So straight up,
I have a story.
my best friend's mom took me at the time, and it was the craziest shit ever. That place is so well built; it's literally paradise. My friend is like really rich or whatever, so we went to every park for 5 days.
I
We were
remember
in
this.
Universal for 5 days at one of the most expensive hotels there. It was called the Portofino. The whole place is Italian themed. So there was an Italian deli bakery. There was an Italian ice cream shop. Fuck, it was mental. And the whole place was based around a river that you could literally get in a boat and go to each of the parks. Because it was each main hotel. Each like main hotel was attached to the river, but it was even cooler with the Italian place because it was like Venice, Italy, which is literally on a river. Like the whole city goes around a river. You go around on boats and
yeah.
everything. That's what the theme was. So it was even cooler. And then
Wow.
we had our own personal pool and everything. There was a lot of different parks, man. There was a Simpsons area in one of them. There was a Dr. Seuss area. They actually, for the Simpsons one, they actually had their own Duff beer. Like it was an actual draft beer there.
Whoa,
It was a real
that's
thing.
sick.
Yeah,
That's sick.
they sold actual Duff. It's a brand now.
Yeah, that's actually really cool.
And they only get it at Universal. And pretty much, man, I don't know. The place was fucking mental.
Yeah.
Okay, so pretty much, each park was really good. There was a lot of good indoor coasters, which I never experienced before. They were honestly some of the craziest because you could add darkness into a coaster, which was insane. It's fucking mental. They have all these electronic shit, so you're practically going through all these screens and shit. They have fire on their coasters. It's fucking insane, honestly. I would go there again in a heartbeat, preferably when I'm 21 because the City Walk area you can drink in.
Oh, okay.
I, luckily, after all these parks, realized my favorite roller coaster was the Hulk, which was a monster of a coaster, and it was beautiful.
Damn.
But essentially, the one I want to get to is this park not a lot of people get to go to. It's the water park there.
Ah.
And pretty much, it had some of the biggest water slides, man. Like, it was based around an entire volcano. They have a whole artificial volcano just for this park. And going up the volcano, like, this is an actual giant-ass volcano.
Oh my
And at
God.
the bottom is the biggest wave pool I've ever seen in my life. And essentially, this whole water park was built around it. At the top, though, there were actually 3 main slides, which were like the main volcano ones. And these were fucking mental, dude. Like, these went all the way from the top to the bottom. And one of them was, I think, a fucking flat, like... Oh, shit. It was probably an 80-degree angle or some shit like that. Maybe
God.
85. Like, it was almost straight down. Most of the time, you're in the air. And this shit goes at like 90 miles an hour. Your body just flailing towards the earth. Shit was insane, man.
I'd be
Never
terrified
doing
going
that again. Never doing that again.
Damn.
But the rest of the water park was really chill. There were a lot of big, giant raft rides, which were cool. Like, they basically give you it's like a giant version of a water slide, but they'll put you on this, like, big, giant floaty that you can fit multiple people in, and it'll send you down the ride.
Yeah.
And those were honestly some of the craziest ones, like trying to sit inside of it, and a lot of them had drops, surprisingly, like actual drops.
I think I went to a water park, and yeah, there was like 5 to 6 people in a raft that we were on, and it was like you can almost fall off of it, like just sitting in there. So you had to hang on, and it was crazy. Like one of the best experiences of my life. Fucking one thing that I won't ever forget was going to Disneyland my freshman year. First time ever going in my life too.
Oh yeah, you go with band,
remember.
right?
Yeah, it was with band. And
yeah, we never went to Disneyland, man.
Oh yeah, because it's crazy expensive for you.
Yeah, because we're not funded.
Yeah. But I was with a friend of mine that I knew for a while, and she was about to be my girlfriend, but during the summer, you know, it was at the end of the year too.
What happened there? What happened there?
Damn. Last story. What's
last
up,
one.
Nicky?
Last one. Okay, so I spent the whole day at Disneyland with her, and we went on rides and shit and all that.
What was her name?
I don't know if I want to.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. You don't get to.
Started with the E.
Jamal.
Oh, okay. Oh, Jamal. Yeah.
And this person, I'll probably remember for the rest of my life because it's just how real and pure she was. She's still a nice ass person. She's probably, I don't know, dude. I don't know, something about her. I just loved about her, but she didn't feel the same.
It's just a vibe. That's cool, man.
Dude. But yeah. I spent the whole day with her, and I still remember the trick the simplest trick you could do on a girl. So I had my hands in my pockets because it was getting late. It was getting towards the end of the night, and we stayed there until it closed. And I took my left hand out to put it in a fist because make it seem like I have something in my hand, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, "Hey, can you pull your hand out real quick?"
Oh, can you hold this shit?
And can you hold this?
Man.
And
man.
It's the most simplest thing ever, but it worked on her. Surprisingly, I was imagining, oh, she's like, oh, is this one trick? But nah. I was like, yeah.
Damn,
in my head, I was
like,
this is the girl that I've like always wanted. But sadly, I mean, she didn't feel the same, and I understood her. But yeah.
That's fine, man.
And later, nope. Continuing off of that. Later that night, she gave me my first ever kiss.
Oh,
damn!
Nicky,
The hand worked, baby.
The hand worked.
So
shit.
Yeah, that's one memory
crazy,
I won't ever forget.
Yeah, man. There are a lot of fish in this.
She's probably the most amazing person I've ever met in my life.
Nice.
Like
damn,
no
dude,
cap.
just keep dangling your rod. You find more fish.
Yeah. It was a good memory though. But I think we'll end it off there for this Overnight Vibes cast. It's already been over an hour.
Yes.
But this has been
Nick
and our special guest Dauntless. I will plug all of our Instagrams and whatever shit, you know. And I'll see y'all later. Thank you. Thank you for listening.
Peace, guys.
Later, guys.